Hi, folks. I'm Richard Friedman, and welcome to my cartoon video for February 22nd, 2025. Today, we here are at Mar-a-Lago. President Trump, from a news conference he had in Mar-a-Lago here at his Florida resort there. Okay, figure give you the backdrop for this cartoon, Mar-a-Lago. There it is. Okay. Now, here's President Trump here taking questions from reporters at Mar-a-Lago. Okay. And here we have President Putin here watching a video of this. And here we have along with his foreign minister, Sergei Lavrov. Okay. Now, before I get to that, this is the foundation of the cartoon, and I want to kind of give you the introduction now, so I don't leave out anything. Here it goes. Russian President Vladimir Putin and Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov watching President Donald Trump answering a reporter's question on Ukraine on February 18th at the president's Mar-a-Lago resort, amid dismissing complaints that Ukrainian officials were not invited to participate in talks in the peace talks, or laying the foundation for peace. They were not invited between Russia and the United States. They were basically, period, not invited, and they've voiced their concern about that. President Zelensky has said that he could not accept a unilateral agreement from the Russians and the United States, from Russia and the United States, on what Ukraine should do, okay, and on a proposed peace plan, okay. Given Russian officials praised President Trump after he characterized Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky as a dictator. Well, President Trump, I heard him say it. He said, well, he's a dictator. He said that, and, that's what he said, okay? And Representative Marjorie Greene is in this part of this presentation, so I'm mentioning her here. And Representative Marjorie Greene, a Georgia Republican, was featured on Russian state-controlled media because of her expressed outrage at the passage of Ukraine aid, calling it a, quote, sellout of the U.S. So she was mad at Speaker Johnson, involving that. She was a little angry, to say the least. But anyway, so here we got that foundation, and here I'm going to show you now. Here is President Trump here. There he is, with seal, with the President of the seal of the United States, President of the United States, the seal. And here is President Trump. And this is what he said. I think I have the power to end this war, and I think it's going very well. But today I heard, oh, we weren't invited. Well, you've been there for 3 years. You should have ended it. 3 years, referring to Ukraine, they should have ended it 3 years. You should never have started. Ukraine never should have started this war. You should never have started it. You could have made a deal. I could have made a deal for Ukraine that would have given them almost all of the land, everything, almost all of the land, and no people would have been killed, and no city would have been demolished, and not one dome would have been knocked down. That's what he said, knocked down a lot of domes in Kiev and all those big cities. A lot of domes went poof, from all those missile hits, okay? So there you have that. Now here, I have President Putin here. There he is. Putin. And there is his foreign minister, Sergei Lavrov. Okay. Now, here's their dialogue that I wrote. Okay. And you take it where you want to go with it. Okay. Mr. Lavrov speaking to Foreign Minister Lavrov speaking to President Putin. Mr. President, with North Korea and America as allies, soon we will have a great victory in Ukraine. And then Putin responds back, Mr. Lavrov, we owe it all to President Trump. And then Lavrov responds, Mr. President, maybe you should consider building that Aurus Senate limousine for Trump like you did for North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. So you saw those there were pictures of Kim Jong-un and President Putin riding around. I think it was in Moscow. They were riding around that huge limousine that President Putin had built for him and had given to him. And they were having a fine time, driving the streets of Moscow there in that limousine. So I took that idea, you see, and then we have here, again, I want to finish this. Mr. President, maybe you should consider building that U.S. Senate limousine for Trump like you did for North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. So then Putin gets the last word here. Putin gets the last word. President Putin gets the last word. Mr. Lavrov, Marjorie would love that limo. Yeah. Yeah means yes in Russian. Okay? Would love that. Marjorie would love that limo. Yeah. Okay? Now, going back here, I read to you before that that Marjorie Taylor Greene was hailed on Russian state TV, and they called her a beauty. They referred to Marjorie Taylor Greene as a beauty, on Russian state-controlled TV. So that's interesting. So with that in mind, I have this. This is what I came up with: a scenario where President Trump gets his Urus limousine from President Putin, and it's shipped here. And he's got it, and he's driving around Washington in President Putin's present limousine. His present from President Vladimir Putin, this Aurus Senate limousine. You see, and there you got a token. Here you got the Russian and American flag flying high together in front of the Capitol. There you got it. There's the Capitol of the United States. There it is. There's Marjorie Taylor Greene. There she is, admiring this beautiful car, this beautiful limousine with President Trump in it, and President Trump is thumbs up. Thumbs up. His fingers on the wheel. Marjorie is having a fine time here in front of the Capitol, admiring this brand new Russian limo, that gift from President Putin to President Trump. And she says to him, President Trump, can I be the first House Republican to ride in your new Russian limousine from President Putin? And President Trump gives her a thumbs up. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Let's go for a ride, Marjorie. Let's go for a ride around Washington. Drive past the Supreme Court. Show off my limousine, my Russian limousine. And there you got the Russian and U.S. flags flying high behind in the rear of the car. And there they go. And there they go. All right, folks. I want to thank you very much for watching my video today. God bless you. God bless America, and we only can pray for peace in the Mideast, and it's pretty horrific scenes we're seeing coming out of there in the last couple of days, and I just hope that the hostages are released there, and that some kind of foundation can be put in place. It's going to take the help of the Arab nations building something there, and President Trump has injected his view, which we already know about how to deal with Gaza. So I'm not going to say anything about that, but I will say only that it did spark some of these Arab countries to start talking about what they stepping up to bat to see what they should do about it. So I'll say that on a positive note. And the thing with this war now, Russia, as very predictably, is now attacking pretty hard some of their cities, and this is like Putin's laying the groundwork for his peace deal. That's his way of laying the groundwork for his peace deal, I suppose. And so we'll see what happens what they come up with. And another thing I just heard, that the rare earth minerals, that's a mineral that we the United States, as rich as we may be in oil, we don't have those rare earth minerals that we need for our defense. We need it for our cell phones, and it's a very important mineral, and we get most of it from China, and we're dependent upon that. So if they cut off our rare earth minerals, then we go back to the bow and arrow and talking on telephones. Go back to, imagine going back, no more cell phones. You got to call. Everybody got to go dial. Hello, ma, how you doing? I'm just saying, in the house, no more talking on the phones in the cars or when you're jogging or anything like that. No more cell phones if we run out of those rare earth minerals. So there you have it, folks. God bless you. God bless America. And may God watch over all our troops all over the world, and many in harm's way. Take care, folks, and I'll see you next time. Bye.